Alrighty, good evening everyone. This is Senior Forecaster Cameron back here again, and this is your winter outlook for 2019 to 2020. This winter outlook is sponsored by Cam's Electronics, the best place to go for holiday shopping. Layaway is available at that store. Great place to go for your holiday shopping, like I said before, and also sponsored by KCGS 98.9 FM, building the future here, guys. So this is our winter outlook for 2019-2020. I am starting this a little later than usual. Normally we do our winter outlook October 1st. We are about a month, 3 days off of what we normally do, given I wanted to see how data was looking for winter, how everything was setting up in terms of what we could be expecting here across the natural state here, guys. And as you all know, NOAA did produce a winter outlook here for us here in Arkansas, above normal temperatures, well above normal, temperatures and below normal in terms of precipitation here, guys. So I am going to go ahead and give you guys a spoiler alert. Our winter outlook is going to be a little different than theirs. Not saying that they're not going to be correct or that they're bad and anything like that. We're not making a call out or anything in terms of like that. We're just, from our perspective, that we're thinking that this winter is going to be a little different from what they are expecting here, guys. So as I said before, this is our winter outlook. There's our temperature winter outlook here, guys, and I'm going to explain this for us here in the natural state here, guys. So out west, near to above normal temperatures are to be expected out west. I'm thinking ridging is going to build more frequently across the west, leading to colder shots across the central and eastern half of the country, and for us here in Arkansas here. But also, as you guys can note, the brunt of the coldest air looks to be across the Ohio Valley in the northeast. So, as before, that does not mean that we won't see above normal temperatures here in Arkansas here, but I'm thinking we're going to be near to slightly above normal in the temperature department here. So, for those wondering, you're thinking, you see this, you're like, hey, we're not going to get any snow this year. Is it going to be another 2018, 2019 winter season? No, I'm thinking this winter is going to be a little colder than it was last year, and I'm thinking it's going to be a little snowier as well, and I'll get to that here in just a little bit. But as I said before, I'm thinking the brunt of the coldest air, whenever we get one of those quote-unquote Arctic outbreaks this year, or we get one of those big-time cold fronts to come down, I'm thinking the coldest of air is going to be remaining all towards our northeast, but we still will see cold shots here in Arkansas near to slightly below normal for us here in the natural state here. But out west, I'm thinking ridging is going to take place more frequently than what we've seen last winter, where we struggled so much to get ridging out west. It was one of the reasons why we struggled to get winter weather here in Arkansas last year, is because we struggled so much to get ridging out west. We never could get established a high pressure out west. So what ended up happening was, whenever we lacked the high pressure out west, the jet dipped out west and it built across most of the eastern half of the country. So that kind of shunted off most of our winter precipitation here in the natural state. So that was the reason why we struggled so much with getting winter weather here last year, is because the upper level pattern just wasn't favorable for winter weather here, and also was extremely progressive for us here in the natural state here, guys. So as I said before, this is the temperature outlook. This will be available on our website, ArkansasWeatherWatchers.com. As I said before, let's go ahead and jump into the precipitation here. Now, this is the toughest precipitation map that I've thrown out over the last 5 years, guys, because what I'm seeing here, in terms of the in terms of the potential upper level pattern, is that most of the coldest air is going to be across the north and northeast of Arkansas. So I'm thinking more above normal snowfall across the Ohio Valley, the northern plains, into the northeast here, guys. So for us here in Arkansas, does that mean no snow for us here in Arkansas? No, that does not necessarily mean no snow here in Arkansas. I'm just thinking the brunt of the snowstorms, the big-time snowstorms, is going to be across the Ohio Valley into the northeast here, which will be really good because you need a snowpack there in order to get the cold air to really filter in across the natural state here, guys. So you need a snowpack in the Ohio Valley. You also need a snowpack across the northern high plains here, guys. So as for There's your above normal snowfall across the Northeast. Now, for us here in the natural state, for the southern plains, I'm thinking above normal ice events, because what's going to end up happening is your subtropical ridge is really going to start to pump in as we get towards December, January, and February here, guys. And as that subtropical ridge fights against that colder air coming down, I'm thinking more of ice, more of winter mix type situations here from Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, southern Missouri, into Arkansas, northern Louisiana, stretching into the southeast here, guys. And of course, you go further south, I'm thinking more in terms of above normal rainfall here, guys. But out west across the Rockies, I'm thinking near normal snowfall. I'm not expecting anything too major out there. It's like I said before, because bridging is going to be in place more frequently than it was last year. So I'm not really expecting any big time systems out west, but we will keep an eye on it, of course, for us here in Arkansas weather watchers for this upcoming winter weather season here, guys. But as you can note, out west, California, Oregon, even southern Arizona, I've not highlighted that area. The only reason why I haven't highlighted this area here is because I'm thinking it is going to be below normal in terms of snowfall potential across this area here. Like I said, with the ridging really taking place across the west, I'm just not expecting a lot of above normal snowfall totals out west. Doesn't mean we won't see it this year. Just means in terms of overall frequency occurring more than one time, I don't think it's going to be too bad of a winter out west, but I'm thinking the brunt is going to be across the central and the eastern half of the country, and especially for us here in Arkansas, guys. So I know you're looking at this precipitation map, and you're looking like, oh man, here we go again, the ice. Yes, I'm thinking the ice is going to be a real problem, especially for us here in Arkansas, because we're going to be kind of trapped between the polar jet that's going to be bringing all that cold air to the northern plains and the Ohio Valley, and we're also going to be stuck between that subtropical ridge that's going to be providing all that rainfall across the Gulf Coast. So as a result, we will have to watch out for the potential of more frequent ice events here across the natural state, stretching across the southeast and over towards Oklahoma, Texas, and Kansas here, guys. So in terms of overall precipitation, this includes rain, snow, sleet, ice, anything in terms of precipitation. We are going with above normal for the for the northern plains, Ohio Valley into the northeast, and then across the southern half of the country from Texas over to Oklahoma, Kansas, southern Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and over to Florida here, because like I said before, we're going to have the polar jet in place, and you're also going to have that subtropical jet that's going to be pushing across the Gulf Coast. So we're going to be kind of trapped in between the two. So in terms of severe weather-wise, I forgot to add this to our precipitation outlook. I'm thinking spring is going to start a little bit early this year. I'm thinking possibly mid-February, late February, we could be starting seeing some severe weather events across the southern plains, across the southeast here, guys. So I'm thinking spring is going to be a little bit on the early side this year. So winter may not be hanging around for too much longer. I'm thinking it's going to be November, December, and then January. And then once we get into February, I'm thinking temperatures will start to warm up, and we will start seeing these potential severe weather events as spring begins to take hold across most of the country here, guys. So across the central half of the country, stretching into Canada here, I have this little stripe of near normal precipitation, because like I said before, you're going to have your polar jet, your subtropical jet, and that's going to mean to more snowfall events across most of the northern plains, across the Ohio Valley into the northeast here. But I've put near normal, given that it's going to be kind of trapped between that polar jet and the ridge out west. And out west, there's, like I said before, with ridging really taking place, I'm thinking below normal precipitation for our viewers out west with this. But that does not mean you will not see any rainfall or anything like that. I'm just saying over a broad time span, it's going to be overall below normal across the western half of the country here, guys. So in terms of analogs, we go back to 2008, 2009. That was a classic neutral year for us here in Arkansas. We go back to 2012, 2013. You guys all remember the Christmas storm of 2012. This year, I was talking to Derek the other day. This year reminds me so much of 2012. A severe weather season in spring, we got in the summer, that big drought that we just got through dealing with, that stretched from late July all the way into the early part of October. How temperatures are starting to get colder earlier. I'm thinking this year is vastly reminding me of 2012 and 2013. So 2012, 2013 really stands out as my number one analog for this entire winter weather season. 1979, 1980 is a good year, and also 2003 and 2004 is a good year as well here, guys. So as I said before, this is our winter weather outlook here, and I'm going to go back to our precipitation map here, guys. And like I said before, this does not mean we won't have any snowfall here in the natural state. That does not mean we won't have, our winter storms, our snowstorms here in Arkansas. This is just looking from December all the way to March, guys. This is a 4-month time span in terms of what everybody can see. So we just go from a basic average on what we can be expecting for us here, not only here in the natural state, but nationwide. Like I said before, I'm thinking more of ice events here across the natural state, because we're going to be kind of trapped between that polar jet and that subtropical jet all to our south here. Now, like I said before, we could see it, the subtropical jet go further north. That will bring more severe weather here. The polar jet dips further south. That would bring more colder air and possibly even some snowfall here in Arkansas here, guys. So we're going to be kind of more like that battle zone for us as we get towards this upcoming winter here. Like I said before, most of the rain is going to be across the Gulf Coast. Your snowfall potential is going to be greater across the northern plains, the Ohio Valley, and into the northeast here, the Rockies. You will see near normal snowfall here, guys. But as I said before, it looks to be a very active winter for us here in the natural state here, guys. And as a reminder, we will still have the potential of seeing severe weather at some point this winter. We still can get severe weather in the wintertime. We've seen it before. So I'm just thinking in terms of overall severe weather potential. I just don't see it being a winter for severe weather. I'm thinking we're going to have a near to slightly below normal, temperature-wise, and also above normal precipitation for us here in the natural state, across southern plains, and also across the central and eastern half of the country, guys. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. This has been your winter outlook, sponsored by Cameron's Electronics, and also sponsored by our friends at 98.9 FM. So thank you guys for tuning in, and y'all have a great rest of your Monday evening.